Good morning. Just a little way north of Newman on the Marble Bar Road, there's a track only 27k north of Newman. There's also a couple of other features up this way, Hickman Crater, and you need to go to the information centre in Newman and to get a permit to travel on that road. You are entering a private BHP Billiton iron ore rail access road. So yeah, it requires a rail access road permit. These trains can be up to 2.7 kilometres long. There's no sign, all there is here is a marker on the rail line saying 356, which is what you've got to watch out for, and that's where you turn. It's not clearly marked, but it does say four-wheel drive only on one side. So the track to the Hickman Crater site is just directly opposite this sign. Doesn't look that bad. Famous last words. Some pretty big anthills out here. We'll drop our tyre pressures down a bit to 30 pound. The track's just a little corrugated. It's not really that bad though. The road to this point, 5.5 kilometres, has been pretty seriously corrugated. So yeah, drop your pressures and take your time. Come back to the crossroads and we're heading down towards Hickman Crater, but there are still quite a few challenging sections, but it's all a bit of fun though. So we're on to Hickman, where it's about, I don't know, maybe 14k from the crossroads, something like that. So here we go. Still a couple of k to the crossroads on the way to Hickman Crater. Well, there you go, it is a meteorite crater. Hickman Meteorite Crater. More of these rocky climbs. They're always right out in the middle of nowhere, like Wolf Creek and Henbury. Well, Henbury's right on the side of the highway, actually, that's not a highway. Still on the way to Hickman Crater. The road's got a little bit more nasty, if that's the word. A little overgrown as well. Got some nice new pinstripes. Well, we drove the last 100 metres up to the rim of the Hickman Crater. I'm watching the ground again because I don't want to fall into this thing. And you can definitely see that it's a crater. There you go. Hickman Meteorite Crater. I was correct when I said that originally. There's the wall running right around there. You can see the floor down there. Around to the wall on this side. Not a massive crater, but still pretty impressive. Michelle picked out a road over there on the far side. Up on the top of the ridge there's a letterbox with a visitor's book that we can sign. So we'll go and have a look at that in a minute. We're just walking along the rim of the crater. And it's pretty stony, so you sort of watch your footing a bit there, but very impressive. You can clearly see the shape there, can't you? So it's a relatively recent finding, this one, 2007. Apparently the guy that initially found it via Google Earth. And then what was the dating? Between 100,000 and 10,000 years.
Yeah.
That's pretty recent, isn't it? Really, 10,000 years if it is that one. Some of the surrounding countryside's pretty impressive too. Now the wind's gone. Be nice. Might put the drone up.